would like to convince you that color plays an important part on your life. Yellow is the most extraordinary color. Yellow is the ultimate color. Yellow is a state of mind. The most controversial color. People either love it or they hate it. I've come to the conclusion that yellow is the dividing wall between mankind, between two races of mankind. People's attitude about it reflects their own personality. Actually, yellow is mellow. Yellow is fast. Yellow is cool and satisfied, right? Most depressed people that may have been a little dissatisfied, or people that were obviously not in a good mood at the time interviewed, said that they hated the color yellow. But I think it was just their attitude on happiness at the time. A couple of really tough husky dude football players who were interviewed, they thought that the color yellow was sissified. I didn't dare remind them that the whole pack of them went around all the time in their yellow football jerseys. But they probably had in mind a lighter, watered down color prejudice, which I'll get into in just a little bit. Girls generally seem to be more opinionated about color, being more concerned with clothes and all that. Most people would say yellow is a happy, cheerful color. Crazy, and they think of sunny days, sunshine, smileys, bananas, or lemons as being associated with yellow. But yellow is anything you want it to be. I get most of these sponsors on red right off. People would say, I hate red, or too bright, too demanding, too flashy, blood, anger, guts, hate, killing. But after a little thought, some would say things like fire engines, or royalty, or sophisticated, or love, and a number of other things that got kind of, being associated with red. Blue and green seem to be the two most popular colors with most people. Other people seem rather bored with them. After all, it's all we ever see, you know? I mean, blue skies and green grass, right? Most people, strangely, never had much to say about the color green. It's a neutral color, just as blue is, but even more so. It's just there. While at the same time, others thought green was gross, ugly, like Frankenstein or fungus. Blue is the all-time favorite. Blue is peace. Black is not a color, but the absence of all color, and the absence of light, which is what hell is supposed to be like. Total blackness. No color and no variety. And white is the assets of all color, which is actually what heaven is supposed to be like. Well, on to color prejudice. A lot of the human race are brainwashed into color prejudice. Green is envy, grass, and red is violence, and hate, blood. But all colors are everything and anything you want them to be. The science of color. When I was looking up about color in a number of books and encyclopedias, it was really weird. It was like the eternal mystery of color or something. In one book it said something like, Leonardo da Vinci, Sir Isaac Newton, and many other great minds of history, including many scientists today, have devoted their time to chromatology, which is the scientific term for the science of color. But all these men have not even come close to solving the great mystery of color. You know, it's like the eighth wonder of the world. In all these books, I couldn't find anything that really said anything about color, except what colors you can mix to get whatever. Some scientists now believe that the kind of color you are exposed to can affect your moods, your behavior, and even your health. Color is such an everyday part of our lives. It is hard to imagine that it can have any effect other than to please or irritate. But therein lies the clue. All of us are aware that there are some colors we like and some we don't. Some make us feel calm, while others are energizing. And if, as a recent biochemical research indicates, for each psychological reaction, the premise that color might actually influence our well-being sounds not so wild after all. That was a quote from a recent article from Popular Mechanics that my dad found for me, called Startling New Theories on Light and Color. The use of color as therapy has been attempted since the ancient Egyptians. Color therapists generally believe that when the body is in balance, I forgot to say there. In balance, it filters out of the white light the color that it needs. Another belief is that color has a nutritional effect, just as food does. That we absorb energy from light and color. If we consider light as a source of energy, it is reasonable to assume that each kind of light, each color, might have a different nutritional effect. Generally, foods of the same color tend to have the same vitamins. Reddish foods contain vitamin B. Yellow-green foods are rich in vitamin C. Anyway, this theory is saying that vitamins through color can be fed through the eyes just by looking at color. Isaac Newton did a freaky thing when he passed light through a prism and a single white beam was dispersed into red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, the colors of a rainbow. And he attempted to relate it to the 7 notes in an octave, which may seem like mystical nonsense, but music and color do seem to fit together. Recent studies have proven that sound has a strange effect on our perception of color. Low-pitched sound tend to make color appear to deepen. Red moves toward blue. Orange appears more red. The opposite is true of high-pitched tones, which makes colors seem lighter, which is just how you feel when you're listening to music. Like the bass is a dark, lush red, and a high guitar solo is electrifying, screaming yellow. Well, so color is fascinating and amazing, and very mysterious still, and a major influence on our lives.